The anime episode begins with Lizelle and Gil when they go to the guild, where they meet Stad. He is surprised that they returned early, but their journey went well. He then asks them about Marked and how it was. Lizelle hands him a sheet of paper, which Stad places into the crystal in front of him to see what result will appear. Lizelle then asks him about the Forky gang, and if he knows anything about them, he should tell him. Stad does not care much about the gang's name, as it sounds very ridiculous to him, though he has been hearing it a lot recently. However, when he understands that this gang attacked Lizelle, he decides to mobilize the entire guild to eliminate them. Lizelle reassures him that they have already dealt with them, then asks about the nature of their organization. Stad explains that they are a cunning group with no fixed headquarters, and if they truly have that many followers, gathering information about them would be difficult. Lizelle is not concerned, since he does not plan to travel far at the moment and does not think he will encounter them again. At that moment, the crystal shows that Lizelle can raise his rank after defeating the foolish dragon. Lizelle is surprised because Gil was the one who almost defeated it alone, but Lizelle did contribute enough to earn credit for the kill. Lizelle realizes that fighting is not the only way to contribute. He agrees to the promotion as long as he meets the requirements. Stad gives him a card indicating that he has now become rank E. Lizelle asks about this rank, and Gil tells him that it is easy. Rank C is a bit difficult, but he would be fine at it. However, rank B is still too early for him. After that, an adventurer named Elvin approaches them. He introduces himself and says he is rank C as a solo adventurer. His strengths are poison resistance and honesty, and his weaknesses are mornings and cold weather. He wants to join a team capable of defeating the foolish dragon. Lizelle finds that his strengths and motives contradict each other, so he tells him to try again another time. Elvin agrees and leaves. Lizelle thinks to himself that the young man is attractive in many ways, with a distinctive personality and aura, but he rejected him because he felt he was a liar who was presenting himself. He is honest indeed, but does not mind lying if it benefits him, and Lizelle does not consider that true honesty. Stad agrees with this opinion. Elvin is strong enough to be rank C, but he accepts only a few missions. His appearance suggests he is like a wild serpent-type man, and his poison resistance and weakness to cold must be traits of his race. Gil is surprised by Elvin because he does not see many like him here, but he is certain Lizelle would not agree to let him join them. After that, Lizelle suggests to Gil that they go to the tavern to drink their favorite beverages to celebrate their promotions. Gil refuses because he cannot drink, but he will accompany him. Stad asks to go with them, and Lizelle agrees. At night, they gather together, and Jag comes to congratulate Lizelle on his promotion. Lizelle tells them he will cover the expenses tonight since they are celebrating his promotion, but they all refuse because they want to pay for the drinks themselves. Gil insists that he will pay the bill. Lizelle soon feels drunk because he cannot tolerate drinking anything. Stad then orders whatever he wants since Gil is paying, and they order many dishes of food. After finishing their meal, Stad asks about the escort mission, thinking it must have been easier than usual since they were not traveling alone and had foolish Jag with them. Jag gets upset at being scolded, but Lizelle laughs and tells him he took care of them the whole time. He also heard that some escorts are treated like goods and crammed into tight spaces in the carriage, so he wants to try someone else someday. Jag refuses, saying he cannot bear to see someone treated that way. However, since Lizelle wants to raise his rank, he must accept all kinds of missions. Stad objects, saying that if he wants more missions, Jag will provide them. Lizelle feels that Stad and Jag are about to argue, so he asks them to calm down and enjoy their drinks and food. Stad suggests that Lizelle sleep in the same room with him tonight, but Lizelle refuses, wanting a vacant double room. After their gathering ends, Stad nearly falls asleep on himself. Lizelle asks him to accompany him, but Stad refuses. They decide to go out together again sometime. The scene then shifts to them on their way. Lizelle tells Stad that he was very hostile toward Gil today, but suddenly Stad uses his power and disappears from before them, shocking them. Gil says he expected this to happen, but not so quickly. The reason Stad provoked a fight with him is simple. He does not like him accompanying Lizelle. He hates men who resemble him. Later, while Lizelle is asleep, Stad speaks to him, saying he does not know his origins. Since becoming aware of the world, he lived in the slums of the royal capital. He used to kill whoever he was ordered to kill and lived off what he earned from that. not even realizing it was wrong. One day, a man he did not know appeared before him and told him he no longer had to kill. That man was the current guild leader. Stad is grateful that he did not hand him over to the ruler. Since then, he has worked at the guild and has not killed anyone, until what he did last night. Lizelle wakes up having heard nothing of what Stad said. He tells him to sleep, as he has a day off today due to the arrangements regarding last night's events. There could be consequences that might harm him, since it was clear the highwayman was targeting him. It would be better not to get involved in the future. Stad replies that he can defend himself, and Gil is with him as well. He assures Lizelle that he will make sure not to cause trouble for either of them and will avoid anything that could embarrass him. They go to eat, and Lizelle asks about Gil. Stad tells him he left early in the morning. They then go to a restaurant, where Lizelle meets a lady and apologizes for not informing her that Stad stayed with him that night. She replies that she does not mind at all and will prepare breakfast for them. She says this is the Adventurers Guild after all, and he truly is an adventurer. While eating, Stad tells Lizelle that it seems the blade has returned and that he must leave now. The man they faced was clearly targeting him, though he does not know why. He tells him to be careful. When Stad leaves, he meets Gil and quietly tells him not to say they are alike. He is gifted in combat. If he wants to stay by Lizelle's side, he must protect him with his life. The scene shifts again as they walk. Gil tells Lizelle that the man was certainly connected to those thieves. They used identical bows. He does not understand why they are targeting him, since he was the one who shot the man who escaped. Perhaps they resent him for that. Lizelle replies that they did not hear a whisper from them during the 3 days of their return journey, and the matter will likely continue. Gil says there was another person who was the most skilled archer. They relied on using the same bow and sent an obvious highwayman to attack him. Some people enjoy provoking others and want to shake their composure for amusement. Lizelle says he does not see what they are trying to achieve. They do not hate him nor want to kill him. They want to weaken him. Lizelle suggests they complete some errands. Gil tells him not to choose anything strange. Lizelle finds that helping a theater troupe is a good idea. Elvin comes again, wanting to join their team. He tells Lizelle he is rank C solo. His strengths are his handsome voice and attractive features. His weaknesses are his tall, slender appearance, and that if he joins them, he would receive comfortable attention. Lizelle tells him he did not succeed in presenting himself as an adventurer and should try again. The scene shifts to Lizelle and Gil meeting the troop leader. Lizelle tells her he came regarding the mission to recharge magical energy. She is delighted and asks if he will recharge their magical energy for the 2-week duration of the show. He says he needs to examine the matter first. She brings him all the papers. Lizelle and Gil are amazed because it is embodied passion. Lizelle sees they are presenting an original play titled The Illusory Traveler. The preparation is unique, yet simple and easy. Gil asks if he deduced all that just by glancing through it. The leader brings them the magical device and tells them that with it alone, they can create rain or snow, even thunder. Gil tells Lizelle not to let his magical energy run out. During this, they find the captain of the guard arguing with the troop because his carriage is blocking the road. The troop leader becomes angry since they have permission to stay and says she will file a complaint. Lizelle stops her and says it would be unfair to say he is looking forward to their show, wouldn't it? He tells Gil they will go because he wants to greet someone. Lizelle asks Gil if he did not recognize that emblem. Meanwhile, one of the troop members tells the guard captain they can simply go around them. Lizelle approaches and asks if the Viscount is inside, as he would like to greet him. The guard captain asks if he is an adventurer or a noble. Viscount Ray tells the captain to go around them and that he has become stubborn since being promoted to captain. Lizelle tells Ray he is glad to see him. Ray asks about Marked. Lizelle says it was a lively city. Ray says he is pleased he managed to acquire it. Gil tells him they did not find it. He made him pay for their dinner. Ray is surprised that he made that miser pay. Lizelle says he believes that made him more cautious. Ray says he is a very reserved man. Ray adds that he wanted him to meet him for his own benefit. Lizelle says he fears Ray is overestimating his abilities. Ray says that last night a body suspected to be a highwayman was found in the city. Lizelle says he has not heard rumors from the Adventurers Guild. Ray says he thought the Highwayman was from the Forky Gang, and they are a tough group, so he should be cautious. He orders Gil to ensure Liesel's protection. Ray then leaves. Gil tells Lizelle that if they know his identity, they must do their job. Liesel says knowledge does not make things easier. The gang is cunning by nature. Gil says even so. His question will not help them catch anyone. Lizelle replies that capturing thieves is not the adventurer's job. The scene shifts again. Liesel finishes the magic. The troop leader thanks him for his help, and the magical device begins to operate. Liesel understands that instead of creating artificial weather, the device converts magical energy into drops of rain and snow. Thus, the anime episode ends. If you liked the video, press like and do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive all new updates.